You're an animal lover?
I am.
What do you admire about animals?
Animals that are with humans tend to be very loyal, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. What do you
And
think?
calming, you know.
Calming, yeah. What do you think about animal abuse?
I don't like it.
How would you define the word abuse?
Cruelty, things like live export. I'm vegetarian.
Okay, yeah.
I have been since I was 14, and factory farming is the reason I became vegetarian back then.
So do you consume milk and eggs or?
I do. I always have, but I haven't eaten meat or, anything, that's alive like that, meat or fish, anything like that, for 40-something years.
Lucky for those animals then, yeah. Do you know much about what happens in the dairy and egg industry, to the animals?
A little. Yeah, I know. I haven't gone that further step, but yeah.
I'm here trying to ask people, what their values are when it comes to animals, and then if they're, willing to try and align their actions with their values.
I think I'm kind of a bit the same, really, with my ethics on meat. If you can hunt it and you can kill it and you can butcher it, and it's free and wild, then you should be able to eat it.
Just pausing here briefly, I never got to address the point she made in the conversation, so I'll address it now. Just because someone has the ability to harm someone else, does that make it okay? If she could bring herself to kill a fish or a cow or even a human, does that suddenly make any of those actions moral? I think we kid ourselves with this reasoning that if I couldn't do it myself, why would I pay someone else to do it? And vice versa, if I could do it myself, then it's okay to pay someone else to do it. But by that logic, you would end up holding the view that murder is okay because obviously the murderer was able to do it. And I just don't think that works. And I think the only reason that we take this view with fish or cows is because we have normalized the exploitation of those specific species of animal. Okay, back to the video.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, so in the egg industry, 50% of the chicks are female and 50% are male. Do you know what happens to the male chicks?
I imagine they kill them or do them, or they breed them for chicken in the supermarkets, I guess.
So that's a different breed. So meat chickens are a completely different breed. So basically they sort them into male and female, and the males go down a conveyor belt and into basically what's a giant blender. It's called a macerator, and they just get blended up alive on literally the first day of life. And that happens in all free range, local, whatever, wherever you get a hen that is bred for laying, this happens to the baby boys. But anyway, little information like that, which a lot of people don't know. So I'm hopefully trying to educate people, but can I give you a little card?
You can.
If you can get yourself to watch this, even just the dairy and egg parts, because I don't want you to have to put yourself through the others if you're already against it. Because you sound like you're values align with veganism, but just your actions don't align with your own values. And the second link there is all about how to eat a healthy plant-based diet. And they even have nutritionists there, all free, that will help you if you've got any questions about iron or protein or people have these questions. So I'd appreciate if you check those out. And
so what's your project? What do you actually?
It's literally just that, trying to ask people what they think about animals and put their money where their mouths are, basically. We live in this society where we are ignorant of what happens behind the walls of a slaughterhouse,
When I was 14, I lived in the UK, and it was coming up to Christmas, and it was the turkey industry, and you saw the conveyor belts of hanging turkeys and all of that, and I was just, and my aunt actually had an old style, they called it a pork butchers, so she boiled her own meats and all of that kind of thing. And I grew up with that, not realizing that when they were slicing tongue and it had that sort of yin-yang shape, that it was actually tongues, and things like, and then you realize, and then it all, and there was a bit of squeamishness, but there was also that, I don't want to do that. I don't want to eat those animals.
Exactly.
So,
I think that's just the exact reaction that vegans have. But I guess the realization that those same practices happen in those other industries as well. So anyway, it's been great to chat with you.
No worries.
Thank you for stopping and being so honest. And
and thank you for talking and not preaching, because that's the bit that.
Oh, sure.
And I like to do that. I mean, everybody to their own. My partner eats meat, and that's his thing, and I don't. And and I think the more people like yourself that can give information without actually saying, you should do this. Yeah, and then because that's what turns people off.
I can't force you to do anything.
No.
But
No.
But I would push back on that because I would say each to their own until that action starts hurting someone else.
Yeah.
And so I guess in that sense, I would be more confident to say, hey, please stop hurting that animal, you know?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
anyway, you get the idea.
But I do think that younger generations are more open to it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, back when I became vegetarian, even that was like, you know, people didn't even know what a vegan was, never mind a vegetarian. So
It's so much easier now to be vegan. Like, it's all there, you know?
The organics, the real stuff. Yeah. No, I can't even eat. I don't know about you, but you know, in the meat section, and they've got the plant-based meat. I can't.
Like the Impossible.
I can't eat it because from what I remember, it tastes like meat, and it's too much like it.
There's a burger place across the road from where I live, and they have a hemp burger. So it's like, and I took it back thinking they'd accidentally put real meat. Now, like, no, that's definitely like just hemp. So they're getting good at like, but almost too good.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So yeah. Anyway, nice to talk to you.
You too. Have a great night.
You
Cool.
too.
Cheers.